Patrick. Mr. Beverley, what is going on with you? So, for those that don't know who Patrick Beverley is, he's an ex-NBA player. He played for a few teams, Clippers, Milwaukee, Houston. And he retired, I think, a year ago. And he got himself in a little mess. So, at first when I heard this, I'm like, it's Patrick Beverley, his antics. Eventually he's going to get arrested. But going forward, I started thinking about, let me look into this whole the Patrick Beverley thing was going on with it. So apparently on November 24th, he got arrested for domestic violence on his little sister. Apparently his mother called him saying, yo, in the early morning, anytime after midnight, don't know exact time, yo, come get this little B. Apparently she snuck out the house at 15 years old to go see her boyfriend. And they came back to the house, whatever. And I guess the mother, from what I got a pimple right there, that's killing me. Anyway, too grown, 47 years old, getting pimples. But anyway, so apparently the mother called Patrick Beverley, like I said. When his daughter snuck out, I guess the mother knew about it, found out about it, called her, say, hey, come back to the house with your boyfriend. Because she don't want her out there in the streets, at 15 years old. After midnight, reasonable. But then she went on and called her brother, her son, Patrick, yo, come check this B, basically. That's what happened. So he went over there, and apparently, the police was called on him because he put hands on her. He choked her, he took her to the room, choked her, and supposedly punched her in the eye. So, and the police was called by the boyfriend, he's 18 years old. They didn't want to say the age yet, but he's 18 years old. Yes, 18, and the girl's 15. 18 and 15. Now, I know what you're saying. I know that it's 3 years. But 18 and 15 in this society is a large gap. So, and we all know, you're 18 years old, and you're telling a girl to come sneak out the house after midnight. We all know what's for. I'm not saying she a hoe. I'm not saying that. Definitely not saying she a hoe. But you sneaking out the house after midnight at 15 years old to go meet an 18-year-old boy? Yeah. Come on now. So, yeah, Patrick should be mad. He should be tight. He should be heated. That's his little sister. So, that being said, first of all, it's funny that the boy called police. The boy wanted no smoke whatsoever. None. I mean, he's smart. Patrick Beverley's not a big dude, but he is 6'2". He was an athlete. He still probably is an athlete. And so, yeah, smart move. That 18-year-old made his first real business decision and was to call the police. So he won't get hands put on him. So, especially probably when he probably hearing his girlfriend getting her ass whooped. So he made a business decision. It was the right decision, So that being said, look, we were all teenagers at one time, right? I was 15. Everybody was 15. I'm in my 40s already, mid-40s, and we all knew, this generation these days, they think they know everything. They know it all. They think their style, their swag, their music is better than ours, and ours is trash, blah, blah, blah. And we all know the real thing. We know it's vice versa. We all know nothing compares to the 90s and anything. So, but there's one big distinction between both of us. When we were teenagers, compared to teenagers now, yeah, we knew everything. We thought we knew it all. We thought we were the coolest. We thought we were the best. We thought we had the best stuff. But there's one distinction between both of us. We were respectful. We were extremely respectful. We might think we're all this and that, but we were extremely respectful. We respected our moms, our pops. We respect the uncles, we respect the aunties, we respect the grandma, big mom. We have respect. You know, we might curse under our breath and say bees and all this kind of stuff, but we have respect. You know, we knew not to say certain things out loud that could be heard. That's the difference. And most likely, she got home. Bev got home. Patrick Beverley got home, and probably checked her, and she probably got smart and slick at the mouth, and Patrick put hands on her. It's just that simple. Now, am I condoning violence? Definitely not. Especially on the child? Definitely not. But sometimes these kids, and trust me, I know, I have a 15-year-old stepdaughter at home, and sometimes she gets me to want to, boom, just calm down. And like, yo, it's like, but she knows better. She's smart. She would never do nothing like this. Trust and believe. And I know some of y'all saying like, yeah, right. Trust me, she ain't crazy. She ain't crazy. She knows we not playing with her. So, but she's a smart kid. She got a good head on her shoulders. But the mouth sometimes is a little slick. Had to check her a couple times on it. But she fell back immediately. Smart girl. But most likely Patrick Beverley's sister did it. She decided mouth off, and she got hands put on her. You want to talk like a grown person? This is what grown people, what happens to grown people when they talk slick at the mouth. So, like I said, I don't condone the violence and all that, but sometimes you get pushed, and these teenagers will push you to a limit that you don't want to go to. So like I said, 15-year-old dating 18-year-old, sneaking out the house after midnight. You know, she says that the mother told her to bring the boy back, and obviously that's the right move. But she didn't know that the mother also called Big Bro to come check your little ass. And most likely this is not the first time. This is not probably the second time. I don't know her. I don't even know how she looks. But most likely she has been a problem, most likely. And Patrick Beverley just probably got sick of it and was like, look, man, you're not. And then probably add the whole talking and mouthing off, he just lost it for a minute. But at the end of the day, yeah, he should never chose. They should never put hands on her. But at the same time, yo, it's all allegedly. Because one thing these kids know how to do also, other than mouth off, is lie. They lie. They're good at it. But one thing that should definitely be checked is that 18-year-old boy and that 15-year-old girl dating. That should be checked. And that should be looked into. Forget what happened with Patrick Beverley. Well, not forget it. Deal with it. But that has to be checked. Because this 18-year-old boy, yes, is only 3 years apart. But in this society, that is years differential. So that has to be checked. Especially you telling her to come outside after midnight. For what? That should be the situation they should be dealing with also. On top of that, I gotta look into it, if they are or not. But at the same time, if the parents give permission, it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's just my thoughts on it, man. Like I said, these kids are slick at the mouth, and when you put hands on them, they want to cry mental illness and abuse and all that. And it is what it is, yo. Like I said, I'm not for the violence, but he did what he had to do. With a mouthy ass teenager, he did what he had to do. So it is what it is. But yo, like I said, I'm done with the video. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.